Nuggets as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Denver Nuggets. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Hardaway is out there with Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Flagg. Antetokounmpo out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Christie in at the 2-guard spot. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got 2 of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here's Ball. That one goes. Count it.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Now Murray. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Brown. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Now, here's Ball. Over Murray. Here's Gafford. Christie kicks to Giannis. Second chance shot. No good on the shot. Gordon with the defensive effort. And Murray now top of the key. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Jokic against Christie. Fires the 3. And it's Flagg missing.
A little disjointed to start this game, missing 3 of their first 4 shots already.
Pass to Murray. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Christie. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the shot is good.
The size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Searching for their first points of the game. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Trying to end the drought. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. This has truly been a special era, Clark, for this Nuggets franchise.
You know, it has been. There's no denying it. Over the last 5 years, they've held the second-best regular season record after the Celtics. Of course, the franchise got its first NBA title in 2023, thanks to the all-time greatness of Nikola Jokic.
Just a problem inside. Flagg just burst through the contact.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Fourth, Cooper Flag.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty, and how he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
Now here's Murray. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Trying to get something going, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Christie against Hardaway. Pass to Flag. Here's Ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nails the baby hook. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Murray. Nothing on the board. Jokic finds Hardaway. Gordon with a screen on Christie. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Inside, deflects the pass. Jokic with the steal. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Back to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Kevin, back over to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Gordon. Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Here's Murray following the basket by Giannis. Jokic inside. Gafford's there. Murray right side. And it's Murray with the jam.
Left the defender stunned, stupefied. Murray with magnetic handles.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Gafford. Over Jokic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Murray. Back to Jokic. On to Hardaway. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Elbow shot. Murray, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Flag. Ball, the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Gordon.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Ball. Jokic, no good. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Flag. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And that 7-foot wingspan of Flag helps him when he's in close.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. some changes here for the Mavericks. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Flag. And Rollins subbed in for Ball. The Nuggets trail by 4. And here is Brown. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Rollins. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Shoots over Brown. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Valanciunas inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Strawther. Stolen by Washington. And they're moving it up. Here's Giannis. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so Brown will bring it up for Denver. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Pass to Christie. Trying to find Marshall and gets it to him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
First free throw is good. Marshall hits them both. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Strawther. Got a piece of it. Marshall with the steal. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Washington passes to Giannis. It's stolen by Watson. At the elbow, it's Brown. The Mavericks pull it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Christie the pass to Washington. To the middle. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Here's Marshall. He's good with the little jumper in close.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Strawther. He has yet to score. Here's Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Can't hit from 12. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Brown. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
One of the things that's really impressive about Brown is that he can handle physical play. In fact, he's the one often initiating that contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And for Christian Braun, 3 high school state titles, then a national championship in college. And now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Second, the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
.137 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Marshall. Here's Mann. Screen by Adams. Tries from 16. Denver grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Denver.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Brown against Rollins. Pass to Washington. To halt the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Washington hits them both. Here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
Here's Rollins. Washington with the screen on Brown. Pass to Washington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And then Washington with the dunk.
Really good control that time by Washington. Embraced the physical contact and then worked his way through it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And the free throw, no good. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And he sinks the second. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Rollins. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Marshall. Over in the corner, Christie. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Denver on top, up 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Denver.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. So on the floor for Denver. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward. Now here's Brown. Jokic doing the job inside.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Pass the flag. Ball from long range. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jokic high post. Now Brown. Jokic with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Utah.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Marshall. And Denver with a change here, too. Hardaway's checked in. Pass to Rollins. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the rookie just forcing his way through. Flag with a show of strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And that one misses. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by Jokic. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Back to you guys.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Stolen by Ball. Flag with it. Watson's there. Kept alive. And to Kumbo. Ball, the pass to Rollins. Another shot. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Flag. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Ball in the corner. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Good on the shot. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
And stolen by Flag. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Nuggets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Watson. Gordon a screen. Here's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Flag. He's covered by Watson. Pull-up jumper. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Rollins. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Giannis. 12 points for him. Bank shot, no good. Lob pass to Gordon. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 6-point Denver lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. It can't happen.
Ball with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Stolen by Ball to the paint, and it's the Mavericks on the break.
First and fewest turnovers a game. I tell you what, they have lived off their opponent's mistakes. They are first in the league in points off turnovers. Just suffocate you with their pressure defensively.
And to have the fewest turnovers in the league, I know that's a stat that would make any coach happy. That one is off.
Yeah, you know, Trey Mann is just a really solid no weakness combo guard. Takes advantage of what the defense gives him and plays extremely hard all the time.
He hits the second from the line. The Nuggets leading by 3. Hardaway passes to Murray. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now here's Ball. 23 points for him the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. In the corner, it's Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Giannis. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Nikola Jokic.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Four on the clock. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dallas making a switch here. Washington's checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Slaughter's checked in. Mavericks trail by 3. And it's Ball in the corner. "11 feet away. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. On the wing, Hardaway. Valanciunas sets a screen for Hardaway. And that one, good. Hardaway has got his first 2 points of the night. For Dallas, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Giannis on the left block, and it's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points for the game.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
They double him with flag. Now Murray. He's got 6. Out to the right wing. Strother, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Ball going inside. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jamal Murray. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Getting around 24 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Adams, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Najee Marshall comes in for Flash. Christie subbed in for Ball.
Nice vision by Brown. Very unselfish. Always plays the game the right way.
For Dallas, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Up top, Christie. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Man passes to Christie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Strother, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Christie. Back to Adams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Brown the pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Washington. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nailed from three-point land.
An improving three-point shooter is Trey Mann. He's gone close to 40% for the season from deep.
Here's Valanciunas. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Pass to Washington. Here's Mann. 8 points his last outing. Over Brown. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Mann.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Brown. Still yet to score. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Dallas. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Nuggets, 4 games back.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Valanciunas. Watson for 3. Christie with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Mann passes to Washington. Shoots over Brown. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Denver in the lead. 1:57 left in the first half. Screen by Valanciunas. Brown dishes to Watson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first. Collins checked in for Dallas. And the second free throw, good. 1:42 left in the first half. Pass to Marshall. And here is Adams. Back to Marshall. Adams with the screen on Brown. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
Here's Strother. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
There's a screen by Washington. Pass to Christie. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Adams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Strother. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Over to the wing. Denver passing it around. No good on the 3. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Rollins against Brown. Here's Washington. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Here's Crowther. Here's Valanciunas. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
It's too early to be talking about this. We do this every year. Just let it play out.
Where is the entertainment in that? Come on. You've been a player, a rapper, an actor. It's show business, man. Time now to take a look at the first half of action. It's been a close one for the Nuggets.
Sometimes it takes everyone on your roster. Guys have to come in, play their roles, and execute.
Yeah, impressive performance by their second unit. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first